Okay, back in the Rambam. We finished the halacha of the Suda last time, and now, we finished it. All right, if I have time, I'll make another point, but I want a new topic now. So then he goes on to the halachos of Mishloach Manos. V'chein. Now this is the same numbering, but it's a different paragraph. So I think there are people who like leap at the thing of saying that Mishloach Manos is part of the halacha of Suda. So it might be related to it, but it's not the same halacha. So, but then there's the v'chein. Oh, by the way, in the Shelat methodology, sorry, not the Shelat, the Yad Peshutah methodology article I read last time, he does mention that one of the things that the Rambam does is using v'chein to link halachos together. So that might link them together, but you just have to know it's not from the same halacha. It's that fact they put v'chein. Chayav adam lishloch shtei manos shel basar, o shnei mini tafshil, o shnei mini ochlin l'chavero. So likewise, a person is obligated to send 2 portions of meat or 2 types of cooked dishes or 2 types of food to his friend. Okay. So he changes it to l'chavero, right? When the pasuk says l'reyehu, right? So is that taking a stance on what we were wondering about that, right? Sounds like your actual chaver, assuming that chaver means like friend, Yeah. Yes.
There's also could be the words of sort of change between Mordechai Hebrew and
right, but why would he davka deviate from the lashon of the pasuk? I think that'd be a little weird. In fact, let's just do a test case. Let's see what he does by ve'ahavta l'recha kamocha, which, by the way, I didn't realize till today. Ve'ahavta l'recha kamocha is in the same pasuk as lo sikum v'lo sitor. Yeah. We're doing that as a topic. Yeah. All right. Why am I looking here? Oh, because Deos. That's the other weird thing, by the way. Vav is where you got a lot of like the ethical mitzvos, but Nekima and Netira are in Zion at the end after Lashon Hara stuff, which is interesting. Okay, ve'ahavta. Yeah, mitzvah al kol adam le'ehov es kol echav echad mitzvah kaguvo shneimar ve'ahavta l'recha kamocha lefikach tzar l'saper b'shvacho lachus al mamono kmo shu chas al mamon atmo v'rotzeh b'chavod atmo. Now that's not a raya because that's a separate member of Chazal he's quoting. So he doesn't use the word raya here. He just says echad Yisrael. Yeah, fine. All right. Not definitive either way. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I cannot know in more problem in that.
Oh, that he's taking our case as Kavero. Right, that's true. Right. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Yeah, right. Not just to Jew. Right, actual chavera. Okay, that's a good ride. I wonder if anyone deals with the question of can you be Yosef if you give it to a non-Jew. I bet there's some Achronim who deal with that. I mean, plain shot ish l'reyehu is reyeh like reyacha in like the comrade, But yeah. Okay. Anyway. Oh, and also just I think we know this, but like I don't know, these fake halacha rumors, right? That I every year when I teach this in high school. Kids think that you have to give 2 different brachos, like items with 2 different brachos. And like the Rambam says shnei mini basar, and the Machshavah just quotes the Rambam. Like, I don't know where that rumor got started, Could make it easier, yeah, right. Right. Could be, yeah. Okay, anyway, right. So it is interesting, the hierarchy, right? Sounds like portions of meat are the best. I would think so, only because basar is definitely more chashuv than just stam min and ochlin, and tafshil is more chashuv than just stam ochlin also. So I view it as a hierarchy. It'll be interesting when we look at the Yad Peshutah to see if those 3 things come from different sources. Yeah.
I was just noticing, if we view it as a hierarchy, it's putting 2 types of basar higher than like say a basar and a bread. Yeah.
Yes, right. That's a good point also, right? I mean, definitely like in terms of chashivus of like the quality, then 2 types of meat is a more chashuv gift than meat and bread, because bread is just
But luckily, like bread has chashivus in the sense of
but not in the sense of right, not in the sense of matana though, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm wondering is if this is a matana thing.
I was a little more thinking in terms of like if you should something to make a Suda out of, like I guess the question would be like, one Suda need does that Suda need
right? So that's right.
If it does, then you're saying that. The highest part of the hierarchy does not involve.
Right. So, right. Definitely you see that you don't need to give someone stuff that they could use for their Suda. Because then you can do Shnei and Basar. Right. Yeah. Because you can't just have Basar for your Suda and that's it. Meaning, if you have to like give them something that there's like a Suda that's ready to go. Right, yeah. Because I've heard people try to say things like that. Not halacha, but
What
was that? Yes, yeah, right. I don't think we do because that you could just definitely give money, right? I mean, you put money to buy a Suda. Yeah, we do say that. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, the Rambam says Mishloach Manos ish l're'ehu, shtei manos le'ish echad. I think plain pshat there is because it says manos is plural and ish is singular, right? So that's how they get it's the minimum of plural is 2, and then ish is 1. Okay. Or the re'ehu. Right. Oh yeah. So yeah. Sorry, that's what that's the correct one. Not ish. Ish is you, right? Re'ehu is your friend. Okay. Now he says reim. Yeah. See, but it's the fact that he says chavero before is to me that's like the instructive one, because just l'reim is just the lashon of the pasuk.
I don't know. I want to so strongly.
Yeah. No, I'm also not being medayek strongly. I'm still, to me, it's a question why he changes it to l'chavero. V'im ein lo. Now again, he could just have l'chavero because maybe his version of the Torah's Balpeh sources has that. That's why I want to wait till we see the Yad Peshutah. V'chol hamar l'shaloch l'reim mishubach. Okay, the more you send, the more praiseworthy. So I guess we have to ask this also. What is
more reim, not the more manos?
The more reim, correct? Yeah, that's a good point, right? Meaning 10 gifts to the same reya is not going to be more praiseworthy. Yeah. So the question also is, what's the shavach? This is the pet project I'm working on. Also is like I want to go into what Mishloach Manos are this year. I haven't looked into that. Or if and if he doesn't have enough to give, machlif im chavero, then you should switch with his friend. Each one. Now this is what he says seuda, right? This one sends him his suda. This one sends him his suda. Now maybe you'll say that that's because if you don't have enough for Matanos or for Mishloach Manos, like maybe you don't have enough for your suda. I'm not sure. It's a good question also, right? And then l'kaim Mishloach Manos. I don't know why he has to throw that in. Yeah, Yosef.
For example, we're getting this is saying that they actually don't have a protection. It's not really a one supposed to feed dealer, so you would expect everyone to have enough for a Suda independent of any Mishloach Manos. So you're not necessarily need to feed each other. So therefore, if you already have your Suda and that's like the only thing you have, you can just switch Suda.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, on that last point, can you l'kaim Mishloach Manos, like, what is he? Is that to the exclusion of each of the reim?
I don't think so. I think he's. I mean, like I think that. So the havamina. So I think the havamina is that you are that you're not being mekayim Mishloach Manos.
What are you doing?
Right. So yeah, it's a good question why he says that. I mean, just as a side point, in my first 2 years of yeshiva.
The last.
Why does he have to say? Look, obviously it's kedei l'kaim Mishloach Manos, because otherwise, why? Yeah, like if he said ein lo machlivim chavero, we that would be implying that you are fulfilling Mishloach Manos. I don't know why I say kedei l'kaim. We can check.
Yeah, I think that might be honestly.
Yeah.
That just sounds strange. You lay out the mitzvah and then you say, if you can't do that, you do the other.
To fulfill the mitzvah. Right.
I don't know, that just sounds strange.
Yeah. Actually, the way he would say it is v'im ein lo v'hechlif im chavero yatsa. That's the normal way. Lashon b'diavad is yatsa. Yeah. Just as a side point, when I was in my first 2 years in yeshiva, I think I just did this because I was the person who initiated it was in yeshiva before me, and so I assumed it was fine. That we would go out on Purim morning after davening to whatever the name of the bagel place is nowadays on the corner. What?
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
Which corner?
The one on the near Hafter. Yeah, on Central.
Yeah, Bagel Boys.
Yeah, right. So it used to be called Bagel Delight, and we used to buy each other breakfast and like swap it. And then I think someone asked Rebbe, and he said like that's only a video of the case when you're what do you call it? Like when you don't have, Anyway, that's what I remember. Yeah.
And when Suda, I know.
Was that your main suda?
No, I mean, first off,
No, it wasn't our Suda, but we're doing it to be Mekayim Mishloach
I
Manos.
made like.
What would be the difference between that?
I think paying for each other's meal was maybe because we did it like we each bought with the intention to swap Sudas. I don't know. I don't. We're talking 21 years ago. I don't really remember the reasoning. I just remember him saying that you can't do that. Yeah. Okay. Let's start doing the Yad Peshutah here. Not that one. We did that one last time. All right. Okay. So he says Megilah Zayin Amud Aleph. Im Pirush Rabbeinu Hanano ukagirsaso v'chein hu hayushami Aleph Dalad. So I don't know what the difference in the girsa is. I tried looking at Rabbeinu Hanano. Tani, let's see. He quotes Tani Rav Yosef. Rav Yosef taught Mishloach Manos ish l'rehu shtei manos le'ish echad. Okay, that's what the Rambam quoted, right? Shtei manos le'ish echad. And our girsa says Rav Yosef Amar me Umatanos Levyonim. Tani Rav Yosef Mishloach Manos ish l'rehu shtei manos le'ish echad. Umatanos Levyonim shtei manos l'shnei bnei Adam. And Rabbeinu Hanano says Tani Rav Yosef Mishloach Manos ish l'rehu shtei manos la'adam echad. Dichsiv ish manos ish l're'ehu umatanos l'avyonim shtei manos l'shnei bnei adam. I don't see any significant differences. There's like little word differences. I don't know. Anyway, Rabbi Yehuda Nasiya Shadar le Rabbi Ushia Atma de'igla tilsa. Right? Yeah. So Rabbi Yehuda Nasiya, I assume that's Rabbi Yehuda Nasi, right? Okay. Sent to Rabbi Ushia the thigh of a third-born calf. Yes, I don't know why third-born is more chashuv. I don't know. V'garba de chamra, and a garba of wine. I assume garba is some sort of vessel. Shalach le, and he sent to him, Kiyamta banu rabbeinu matanos levyonim. You have fulfilled matanos levyonim. Klomer nesinas evyonim nasata li mana achas v'hayarech. Okay, meaning you were yotze nesinas evyonim to me with the thigh. That's not even. Oh yeah, I guess because it's one thing to one person.
I mean, that kind of thing is not monos.
Right, correct. Then hadar shalach le egel tilsa utlasa garbe chamra. So then he sent him a egel tilsa and 3 garbas of wine. Chazar shalach le egel shlosha kankana yain shalach le. Then he sent him kiyamta banu rabbeinu Mishloach Manos ish l're'ehu. I guess because he get. So what is it? The first wine. I mean, unless is Hadar, I guess that same year. I don't know what, but I don't know why he would increase the wine. Yeah.
Why wasn't the wine one of them?
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering also. Yeah.
Also wondering, like, does the wine for the previous thing like not count? They have to both be sent at the same time, like. Like, why do you even have to send it?
Right. So I mean, I was under the impression, and maybe not according to the Rambam, but I was under the impression we hold that wine counts, right? Because wine is chashuv. What was that? But apparently that first one didn't count, right? The first bottle of wine didn't count. Yeah.
Well, it also seems like, I mean, this straight reading in the Rambam, right? It's like wine is none of those.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. Right. That's what I'm saying. Right. But then the question though is in the Gemara though, why is sending 3 bottles of wine?
I don't think it was a 3. It might have just been the other calf.
So then why he increased the bottles of wine? Yeah. Right. So let's see. And by the way, maybe this is the part that's not in our Gemara? I don't know. Let me just check it out. Rabbi Yehuda Nasiya Shadar le Rabbi Ushia Atma igla tilsa of garba de chamra shalach le. Kiyamta banu rabbeinu Mishloach Manos ish l're'ehu matanos levyonim. Oh, so that's why it's different.
Wildly different.
Yeah.
Wait. So why?
So ours doesn't have that whole second gift. Whereas Rabbeinu Hananel, did Rabbeinu Hananel have that? Wait, oops. See a shalach Rabbi Oshia Yarech shal Eglish Lishi Levetin Vakankan Yain Shalach Le Kiamtabana Rabbeinu Matanos Levyonim Klomer Nesinas Evyonim Nasatali Mana Achas He Hayarech Chazar Shalach Le Egla the Gimel Kankana Yain. Yeah, right. I guess that is different than ours. Yeah, Yosef.
Also, it really feels like there's totally different locations. And you would think that's from the Vilna Shas, they can be becoming 2 mitzvos with 1 sending, whereas this would imply, whereas that Jews would say they each mitzvah has to be separate, which also it's certainly where this create a hobby.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's big nafkaminus.
Yeah. Also, it's certainly create a hobby that if you exchange sudas, that therefore you can't be mekayim both your suda with something and Mishloach Manos. So maybe you think that like since you set up your suda, you can no longer set it as Mishloach Manos.
I didn't follow that right.
Right. So let's get the first point first. The first point is according to the Vilna Shas, then he did a 2-for-1, right? He was Makayim Mishloach Manos and Matanos Levionim through just the Yarech and the wine.
No, I don't think the second.
There's no second one in the Vilna Shas.
In the Vilna.
Oh.
That was the difference in Rabbi Hanano. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So that was the first point you made, and then you made what was the second thing you said?
If you're paying for the other suda,
Yeah.
with your suda is the.
You're talking about my case, or you're talking about
the wrong
the Ram's case of the switching sudas?
If I'm paying for your suda. If we're switching, then it might think it's equivalent of me buying my suda with this food, in which case it might, let's say it's being used for the mitzvah suda, can no longer be used for Mishloach Manos because it's just payment to the suda.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would, okay, maybe a simpler simpler way to say this, maybe. Tell me if this is a different idea, is you might think that the Suda swapping thing is being Makayim like Matanos Lavionim. And he's saying that you could also be Makayim Mishloach Manos with it. Yeah, I don't know yet about doing the two and the. Yeah, you're looking at the Rechanano there?
Different also works.
Yeah, now bear in mind that which edition of Shas are you using?
The Vilna one?
Right, but there's, okay, because I am curious what this or that says with different the critical editions of Shas. Let's see what Shelat derives from this. Kiyamta banu Rabbeinu Mishloach Manos. Okay, Rabba Shadar le Lamari bar Rav Biad Abaye Male Taska de Kashva Male Kasa Kimcha de Avshuna. Okay, I don't know what that is, and in the interest of time, I'm just going to look at the English here. I don't even know if it's the same Girsa, but let's see. Rabba sent to Mar bar Rav in the hand of Abaye Male Taska de Kashva, a sack, a taska full of dates. That's kashva. Umale kasa kimcha de apshuna, and a cup full of roasted flour. My favorite. What are you supposed to do with the roasted? It's like you just sip it, like.
I've done roasted flour.
Was that?
I've done roasted
Oh yeah.
Flour. No,
right.
I was making a doc fund.
Oh.
Or is it cupful?
Cupful. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Amar le Abaye hashta amar mari. Ichakla'a malka lihavi dikula mitzavare lo nachis. What is that? Okay. So Mari said to him, now Mari will say the popular expression, even if a farmer becomes a king, the basket does not descend from his neck. What? Oh, I remember this from last year. Rabba was named the head of the yeshiva in Purim, and he nevertheless continued to send very plain gifts because he was impoverished. Okay, fine. So that's not a halachic. That last part is not halachic. So let's see what the Pshuta says. He's basically pointing out, I don't know why he had to say it. You're still poor. Yeah. Yeah, you got promoted and you're still poor. Hadar Shardale Ihu Male Taska de Zangvila. Oh, is this a new one? Wait, no, this is the next one. Hadar Shardale Ihu Male Taska de Zangvila. So the next year, or not, is it the next year or later on? He sent him a thing of ginger. Hadar Shardale Ihu Male Taska de Zangvila Umala Casa de Polpalta, and long peppers. Okay, Richta, Richta, Amar Abaye, Hashta Amar Mar, Ana Shadri le Chulia, Yehu Shadra li Churfa. Master Rabba will now say, I sent him sweet items and he sent me pungent ones. So this, you see from here that people read a lot into your Mishloach Manos, right? Okay, fine, let's see here. Malikasa de Papalta Richta, Amar Abaye, Hashta Amar Mar, Ana Shadri le Chulia, Yehu Shadra li Churfa. Amar Abaye, Kinafki mibe Mar hava savana. Kiavamati lahasam krivu lishitin sa'i de shitin mine kedera va'achli behu shitin plugi. Okay, so I gotta stop in a little while. But what Abaye said, when I left the house of the master Rabba to go to Mari Bar Mar, I was already satiated. However, when I arrived there at Mari Bar Mar's house, they served me 60 plates of 60 kinds of cooked dishes, and I ate 60 portions from each of them. There's got to be one of the exaggeration ones. The last dish was called pot roast. Oh, chiddush. You see, you heard in the Gemara here first. And I was still so hungry that I wanted to chew the plate afterwards. I got to remember how to say it. Okay, fine. That's so funny. Okay. So what happened? Amar Abaye, Hainu Amar Inchi. Oh, I remember this. Kafin Anya Vloyada. Inami Ravcha Lebasim Shchiach. Yeah, so this is a fun saying here. Abaye said from here, this explains the folk saying the poor man is always hungry and doesn't know it. Alternatively, there's always room for dessert. Ravcha Lebasim Shchiach. Yeah. Okay, fine. So why did the Yad Peshutah have to quote all that? Yes. Last thing. Hari shebedugmos shebegmara yesh gam basar v'gam tavshil v'gam ochlin. He's saying where the Rambam got it from. In the examples in the Gemara, there's cases of meat, there's cases of tavshil, and cases of food. Halach Rabbeinu min haprat liklal. So he's not learning as a hierarchy. He's saying he's going from the prat to the klal, specific, and then cooked food encompasses basar, and then ochlin encompasses all of them. Nakar Rabbeinu v'chein shekain kalal b'halachazo shtaim michovos hayom seuda u'mishloach manos. V'ba'od shel seuda ein kitzba. So he's saying v'chein to show that this halacha includes two obligations of the day, the seuda and the Mishloach Manos. But whereas the seuda has no limit, Mishloach Manos has I don't think limit is the word. The seuda has a precise requirements, then Mishloach Manos does not. Yeah.
You think he's focusing on the two chavos? As opposed to people want to lump it together. Right.
Yeah, I think I want to think more into what he's saying here. Why? I'm not sure. Yeah. All right. I got to stop now though. I got to chavrusa. All right. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I feel like there's more in that Gemara also about the different types of food and the little.